Hello, hello. Let's get seated and settled. Good to see you all. That little snippet of music was Buddy Guy, who, like CHPC, Buddy Guy's fans here, like CHPC, is 89 years old this year, and we are so happy to be back here together for CHPC's 66th Annual Luncheon. I'm actually impressed that CHPC waited until it was 23 to start encouraging drinking at 11:30 a.m. In the morning on a weekday, but luckily we've got the coffee station here this year. We have a great program for you today with fantastic awardees, but first we're going to hear from a special guest. It is my distinct pleasure to introduce our first speaker, and we have a very unique opportunity in the housing community to hear from him today. For those of you who have been living under a rock, allow me to familiarize you. He has the quintessential New York background, born in Uganda, moved here as a small child, product of New York City public schools, graduate of Bowdoin College, embarked on a career of service, including as a housing counselor and ultimately an elected official as an assembly member from Queens. He ran a masterful mayoral campaign with affordability as the central theme and housing being front and center in that conversation. Since taking office, he has continued that focus and appointed an amazing team of well-known and accomplished housers to significant leadership positions, and all of them are with us today, and we'll hear a little bit more about that. We understand, as well as anyone, that millions of our fellow New Yorkers are struggling. We have assumed the awesome responsibility of trying to provide them with safe, decent, and affordable housing. And so this is, first and foremost, a celebration today of these efforts. You're going to hear about projects, individuals who are on the front lines of doing amazing things in order to help our fellow New Yorkers. We are honored, ecstatic, excited, blessed, and fortunate to have him with us today. Fellow housers, the 112th Mayor of the City of New York, the Honorable Zohran Mamdani.
Good afternoon, everyone. In 1937, the same year that the Citizens Housing and Planning Council was founded, Mayor Fiorello LaGuardia wrote a pioneering text, what was likely his only children's book, The ABCs of City Planning. This book, which has been preserved in the CHPC's archives, instilled a love for city planning in countless children across our city. Over the 90 years since, the CHPC has taken that love off the page and into reality. It is such a pleasure to be here with you today as we both celebrate that work and speak about what is still to come. You and the many who have come before have dedicated yourselves to addressing New York City's most pressing housing needs. It is a pleasure to join you as we continue that work, as we build a future where housing is affordable for every person who calls this city home. I want to first acknowledge CHPC Board Chair Richard Roberts, CHPC Executive Director Howard Slatkin. I think we have our Queensborough President Donovan Richards, who's also here in the House. And I want to acknowledge leaders in our City Hall, our administration, who are here this afternoon. We have our Deputy Mayor for Housing and Planning, Layla Bozarg, who is here with us. We have commissioners and leaders from housing agencies across the entirety of our administration who are here with us. And we also have the former First Deputy Mayor and the co-chair of our transition, Maria Torres Springer, who is here with us. I want to say congratulations as well to today's honorees. Time and again, our city has served as living proof that when people have the stability of an affordable home, they can achieve incredible things. Could Timothy Chalamet have become Marty Supreme if it weren't for Manhattan Plaza and Hell's Kitchen where he grew up? Could County Cullen, Claude McKay, or Zora Neale Hurston have written the novels and poetry of the Harlem Renaissance if they didn't have homes in Harlem that they could afford? Could DJ Kool Herc have created an entirely different genre of music if it weren't for 1520 Sedgwick Avenue, a Mitchell-Lama building in the Bronx? Yet, as we know too well, it has become far too difficult for many New Yorkers to find affordable housing here in New York City because it has become far too difficult to provide the housing that New Yorkers need. Right now, buildings that provide affordable housing pay more in insurance premiums than market rate counterparts. That deters the development and preservation of affordable housing. Additionally, the costs of premiums have skyrocketed in recent years, selling building finances into distress and limiting how much impact we can make with our affordable housing subsidies. Since 2018, for example, the cost per unit for city-financed affordable housing projects have risen 200%, from $617 annually to $1,853 annually per home. Moreover, for every dollar increase in the cost of insurance, it costs our city an additional $12, reducing our cash flow by almost $400 million every year. Every dollar you spend on increased insurance costs is $1 less spent to build or maintain affordable homes. $1 less to fix cracks in the ceiling or leaking pipes. $1 less to clean hallways and lobbies to repair the elevator. $1 less helping New Yorkers live dignified lives in their own homes. While this pain is felt across the board, it is particularly acute for those who live in older developments where upkeep and repair are more necessary. Now, I know that I am preaching this to the choir. Many of you here today have been sounding the alarm on these issues for years and leading efforts, frankly, to drive down these costs. In my time in the Assembly, I was proud to support similar work, including the reporting laws passed in 2022 and the expanded anti-discriminatory laws in 2024. However, those measures have yet to have an impact on rates. It is time for the city to step up. Today, I am proud to announce that we are doing exactly that. For the first time ever, City Hall will be backing a publicly supported insurance provider for affordable and rent-stabilized housing. After more than 18 months of extensive research, our teams at EDC, HDC, and HPD found that this is one of the best long-term reliable solutions to lowering premiums. By introducing a city-backed program that can operate with less overhead and access cheaper credit, we will level the market playing field. This city-backed provider could save the city itself between $500 and $700 million in capital over the next 5 years, while allowing us to earn interest on our investment. The program itself will be self-sustaining, helping us to not only support property owners as they face rising costs, but to invest more money towards building and preserving affordable housing. On Friday, HDC will issue an RFP for an insurance and actuarial expert to help us craft this program and get the details right. Starting in June, an interagency group will launch a competitive RFEI to select an insurance provider for this program. By next September, we aim to issue new affordable insurance policies for 20,000 homes. That number will increase to 100,000 by 2030. Addressing the housing crisis requires comprehensive solutions. As we offer alternatives to the prohibitive cost of insurance, we are delivering exactly that. New Yorkers live in the wealthiest city in the world. They deserve to live in buildings that are well maintained. They deserve to grow up with the stability that an affordable home can offer. To quote Mayor LaGuardia's ABCs of city planning, N is for New York, and also for nice. To make New York livable is worth any price. I am proud to partner with you to make our city not only more affordable, but also more livable. Thank you all so much.